down to business.
When he drinks, he thinks.
That's the nectar of the gods, baby.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the number one liquid-fueled, liquid lubricated show on the interwebs. This is the Whiskey Musings Broadcast. And I'm just excited to be here. You know why? Because I have been doing this show with my special guest. This is going to be our fourth year in a row. And this guy, he and I have been friends since high school. And let me just say that and he's bound. Oh, okay. So anyway, he's sorry, I was watching him in the green room over here. And yeah, it was interesting. It's very interesting to see what the heck happened here. But thank you all for joining. I do appreciate it. This is not going to be my usual show. So don't be surprised. I if you've come here for my typical format, it's not it tonight. But that's okay. That is fine. You have got to stick around for this because he and I play off each other quite well. So this is going to be kind of fun. Overall, I'm imagining. So we'll just have to see. Also, just so everybody is aware, I reorganized my desktop here, and so you might find there might be a few pauses as I'm trying to figure out what the heck happened in terms of like where stuff went. So as I'm trying to figure out my new layout. But anyway, hey, this is live broadcasting. This is exactly what it's all about. And you guys are my guinea pigs, of course. But let me get started with, of course, the question of the evening. And I'll get to my guest drink here in just a little bit when I bring him on. But I am drinking the Jameson Black Barrel, my go-to Irish whiskey that I usually go to. And, of course, thanks to a lot of folks out on the Rumble channel, I have turned into a bourbon man as well. So bourbon and Irish, what the hell of a combination that is. But anyway, those are the two things that I go with. And yes, buddy, you have already guessed as to who is the special guest. But you know what? I am drinking it, of course, out of my Lucky Shot USA We the People glass with, of course, the bullet going in the side. And I've got my rocks, Whiskey Stones, in the bottom. It is the We the People with the flag. You can find these at LuckyShotUSA.com. That's LuckyShotUSA.com if you're really interested to go and get it. All right, so doing a quick round robin, I see over on the Rumbles, I see Murphy's Law, Outlaw Dogs, Bonnie, Buddy Weiser. I saw 3 Chevy earlier, but I think he left to go watch some football, which why he would want to watch football over me, I have no idea. But anyway, and let me see, is there anybody else that's out there that I've missed on Rumble? If so, just give me a holler, and you can let me know. I've got Becky and Tommy over on Facebook. I haven't seen Mark yet, but I'm sure he's in there somewhere. Probably just hasn't said anything, or maybe it's cycled through and I can't find it there. And over on YouTube, it looks like I've got Justice Jane is over there. Hello, Justice Jane. Thank you for joining over there on YouTube as well. So thank you all for coming. This is just absolutely fabulous. Let me go ahead and jump right into my affiliate. And again, I got to find all the things because I moved stuff around. So just give me just a second. Let me go ahead and get this, which is the Institute on the Constitution. And of course, the Institute on the Constitution was established in 2004 as a 501c3 nonprofit with one singular mission: to restore the constitutional republic through grassroots education. All courses and materials are developed using primary source documents and taught from the American view of law and government as defined in the Declaration of Independence in the following 3 key points. 1, there is a God. 2, Our rights come from him. And 3, the purpose of civil government is to secure and protect our God-given rights. The IOTC offers the opportunity to educate yourself on our most precious founding document, the Constitution of the United States. They also provide tools to educate your community and get involved with local government. Start by taking their free U.S. Constitution course and go from there. Use my affiliate link, iotc.whiskeymusings.online, to sign up. And while you are there, take a moment to look through their other course material and information. My affiliate link, once again, is iotc.whiskeymusings.online to get great content to learn about our historical founding and support the show in the process. That's iotc.whiskeymusings.online. Or if you just want to purchase this fabulous Saddleback leather-bound copy of the U.S. Constitution, go to constitution.whiskeymusings.online. Check this thing out. It is an 1/8 of an inch of Saddleback leather. The pages inside are rip-resistant and water-resistant. And check out this binding. It goes all the way through the entire thing. They have a 100-year manufacturing defects and material defects, 100-year warranty. If something goes wrong with this thing, if it falls apart or whatever, you can send it back to them and they will either fix it or replace it for free within that 100 years. In order to get this and support the show, go to constitution.whiskeymusings.online. It is buddy tested, buddy approved, Billy tested, Billy approved, and my youngest whiskey warrior has verified that the information in it is correct because he was able to establish his civics badge in Scouts using this book. So go to constitution.whiskeymusings.online to get that. Pick it up for a Christmas gift. I've already picked up mine. I'm waiting patiently for mine to come. I've got a few that I'm going to be handing out, of course, for Christmas. And, of course, do me a favor and run off to the Institute on the Constitution and go and check them out today as well for that. I do appreciate them for allowing me to be an affiliate and for them to obviously be a part of the show. All right, let's get on because I'm really excited to get my guest in here, but I got to do one other thing. Fan favorite, of course. This is On This Day in American History. And, of course, for On This Day in American History, we read from the American Patriots Almanac, written by William J. Bennett and John T.E. Cribb, chock full of information about our historical founding. And let's see, what's tonight? Tonight is November 18th. So, hey, we're going to learn about how ships of the Navy are named. On November 18th, 1889, the Navy launched the battleship USS Maine at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. But the ship's beginning would turn out to be not nearly as famous as its ending. An explosion that sent it to the bottom of Havana Harbor in 1898, triggering the Spanish-American War and giving rise to the slogan, "Remember the Maine." The Maine was one of several battleships named after states. Over time, the Navy has developed a system, sometimes it's ignored, for naming vessels. Aircraft carriers are often named for great Americans, such as the Abraham Lincoln and the Ronald Reagan. Amphibious assault ships are named for famous Navy ships, such as the Wasp and Essex. Guided missile cruisers are usually named for famous battles, such as the Ticonderoga and Gettysburg. Destroyers are named for naval leaders and heroes, such as the Farragut and John Paul Jones. Frigates are named for heroes and distinguished members of the U.S. Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard, such as the Robert G. Bradley and the John L. Hall. Ballistic missile submarines are named for states, such as the Ohio and the Alabama. Attack submarines are named for cities, such as the Los Angeles and the Norfolk, or states, such as the Virginia and Texas. Other traditions include mine countermeasure ships are given names representing strength and defense, Avenger and Guardian, for examples. Dry cargo ships are named for famous explorers and pioneers, such as the Lewis and Clark and Sacagawea. Coastal patrol boats are often given storm-related names, such as Typhoon, Thunderbolt. Hospital ships are given names indicating care, such as the Comfort and the Mercy. And that is today's On This Day in American History. That was kind of interesting. I actually never really knew how they came up with those names. I mean, I knew, like, you know, the Ronald Reagan, the Gerald Ford. I knew those names, but yeah, so. Anyway, all right. So, without much further ado, let me go ahead and bring my longtime friend and, of course, occasional guest here on this show, especially for this, because let me just tell you guys, folks, this guy is an amateur chef. He loves food. He loves cooking food. In fact, there was a little thing that he kind of did at one point that, anyway, we'll get into that if we get an opportunity. But he, anyway, we'll just have to see what the heck happens here. All right. So let me go ahead and bring him. Wait, what? Oh, I don't have him. Hold on. Give me just a second. Hold on. Oh, I remember. I've got to transport him in. Here he comes, folks. There we go. That's right. Hi. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the fact that I've got to transport him in.
Yeah. Captain Unicorn only comes in one way.
Yeah. All right. Well, so, hey, welcome to the program again. I do appreciate you showing up.
Great to be here.
And so, anyway, we have been doing this for 4 years now.
Oh, yeah, it's been fun every time.
Yeah, and well, I'm hoping that this is going to be fun again. I know you sent me some new recipes, but I've got to tell everyone, and I have to put this in the chat. Also, but I have taken all of our recipes that we've talked about over the last 4 years, including this year, and I've printed them out in either PDF or I've taken them and put them in JPEG format, one of the two. And I have a link for anyone who wants it. It's a public available or public accessible link. And so anyone can go and grab a hold of that link, go down to my download page and download it. So, let me go ahead and get that going. But while I'm doing it, why don't you do me a favor? 4 years ago, we started this. You had 3 particular recipes that you did. Do you remember them? You remember those recipes?
Was it the brine turkey?
Yep, the roast turkey.
That is, in my opinion, the best way to do a turkey. If you're going to roast it or even deep fry it,
right?
Brine it.
Okay.
It
yeah.
ups the game a lot.
Correct, and I actually did the brine, and I've done it. Now I can't do it any other way.
You're welcome.
The family will not eat it any other way. So brining. If you haven't
I've had people say, I don't like turkey. I like your turkey.
Right.
Because it doesn't taste like traditional turkey. It has so much flavor, and if you roast it in the oven and make gravy from the drippings,
right,
it is the best thing in the world.
It is really
Doesn't
good,
matter
guys.
what brine you use either.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know that it is good, very good, and it changed my family. I mean, my family I never brined the turkey before, and then my family, we did it at his insistence 4 years ago, and I have I've done it every year ever since. So,
Me too. I will not do it any other way. But before that, I did it my mom's way and stick butter and garlic under the skin, which is not bad. It's a good way to do it, but it's just a whole other level with brining.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I do both. I brine it as well as doing that. So,
Okay.
But that's because of the fact that, I kind of like to get my hands a little messy and like get really into the breasts,
Don't do
let's
that.
say.
Don't do that.
Okay. I had to. I've been waiting all day for that.
Family-friendly show?
Oh, I've been waiting all day for that. Oh, just to get. Well,
Okay.
I was thinking. Okay, so I'm gonna ask. This is gonna kind of be a little bit on the spot, but I am gonna ask. So, have you made any progress on the what was it that you called it? Cooking After Dark, I think.
Oh, that was, Cooking After Dark. Most people that follow you probably wouldn't understand it, or not understand it, but like it.
Uh-huh.
It was a friend of my wife's. We were talking. He has a very deep, sultry voice.
Right.
And one drunken night, she was on a live with him. I was drunk. And I was going, okay, what would be awesome is to have him narrate a cooking show, but in a sensual way, but not overtly sexual.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I enjoyed it. It was fun. We only did like 4 or 5 episodes.
Uh-huh.
But it was too time consuming for me to really take on because of my job.
Right.
I can never make sure that I'm off.
Uh-huh.
Ah!
Oh, you'll come back. Don't worry. You'll come back. I'm noticing that you're kind of pixelating a little bit, so I'm trying to work on getting the picture better. So, anyway.
But anyway, I've since that was like 2 years ago. I haven't done anything with it. It's just it's too time consuming for me to really do.
Right. Okay. Well, hey, all right. I mean, that's fine. I watched a few.
It might still be on YouTube. Look up Cooking After Dark, and look for this ugly face.
Oh.
Or a unicorn, Captain Unicorn.
Yep. Give me just a second. Let me see if I can find it for them. Let's see. Cooking After Dark.
Actually, the picture you're going to show, I actually had made into an STL file.
Right.
Because I do 3D printing.
Uh-huh.
So I had someone make me a full-size figure, not full-size, but a full figure of Captain Unicorn.
Right.
And I printed it off, and it's not that great.
Okay, well, give me just
It doesn't have pants.
I'm trying to find it. It's not something that looks like it's popping up really quickly, but give me just a moment here.
Give me a second.
Let me see. I'll get it. Hold on.
And we're live!
What?
And we're live.
What happened?
Nothing. We're
What
live.
do you mean? Well, of course we're
got-
live.
We got dead air. It's awesome.
I had dead air?
Doing crap.
How did I have dead air? Anyway, okay, whatever.
Because you're...
Because
Okay.
I'm what?
No, I'm trying to find a picture of my own.
Huh. Well, yeah, I am. Oh, wait, here it is. I got it. Here it is. Oh, yep, that's your starting. I don't want to do that, but I want to go to the page. Come on, where's the page? There it is. All right, here we go. So let me go like this.
So there is...
And
Oh, took it away. Fine.
no, I didn't take it away. I'm just going to that. So there it is.
Yeah, that's it. And the best one is the spaghetti meatballs.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
So-
you know why? Okay.
So you got to keep in mind, especially my Rumble followers, they are, well, let's just put it this way. Wednesday nights, when I broadcast Wednesday nights, it started off as pantsless Wednesdays.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't stand up.
Well, now it's moved on to not only Pantsless Wednesdays over on Rumble, but now it's apparently Braless Wednesdays too. So, my Rumble crew actually probably would enjoy at least a couple of these episodes. So yeah.
Yeah, just look at the Spaghetti Meatballs one and you'll be happy.
Spaghetti one. Okay. So there you go, guys, folks over on Rumble, I should say. There you go. And head on over to the spaghetti one. Here, let me get this. Let me post this link in all the chats so that you guys can go and check it out on.
Well, I cooked, he narrated, my wife edited the video.
Oh, there we go. So that's the Cooking After Dark channel. And it's got, you got 12 videos and hey, you have 161 subscribers, nothing to sneeze at. You got more subscribers than I do on YouTube. Which,
well, they all came from, JC.
oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So anyway, so do your guys, I mean, go and check it out if you have any kind of interest in some very interesting, cooking. And as far as
just have an open mind. That's all I said.
Huh?
Just have an open mind about it.
Yes, open mind. That's right, open mind. And Bam, of course, asks, "Did I miss all the good recipes?" Bam, there is a link that I posted in the chats for a download for all of the recipes that we've had over the last 4 years. I've put them all together.
Yeah, but year 1 and year 2 are probably the best recipes that I've ever made.
Yes, year 1 definitely is the best recipes for that. And then year 1 actually only has 3 recipes in it. It's a pear pie, a potato chive souffle, and the roast turkey. But the roast turkey, we just got started. We were just kind of talking about the turkey. But the roast turkey is incredible. Oh, wait. Hey, we haven't, I just got told. My crew is on it. Let me tell you. My crew is on it. What you drinking, Captain? So
yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. In the spirit of the season, it's eggnog in a can't really see it. Star Trek.
Oh yes, the Star Trek glasses.
Okay, got it.
Of course.
Captain Unicorn.
Yeah, of course.
And spiked it with some spiced rum.
Spiced rum. Okay. That's
Captain
perfect.
Morgan, yeah.
Pam's asking what is on his head. That is his unicorn. That is his,
I am Captain Unicorn.
Yes, he is
debuted first on this channel.
That's right. That's right. If you go back into the archives, you will find the Captain Unicorn. Now, Buddy's asking, can Captain see the chat? Technically, I don't think so because he's not signed in. He's not logged on.
No, I'm on my wife's computer. Otherwise, I would be.
Yeah.
Things have changed around a lot around here.
Okay.
Yeah, she's taking all my cameras.
Okay. All right. Well, not a problem. Not a problem. No worries. I'll send over if you guys have questions or whatever. I'll pop them up as they come through, of course. So yeah. So we have a couple of different recipes here, and then I want to go back and hit a couple of other recipes that we've had from like the last couple of years as well. So
yeah, if everyone wants to revisit those, ask a question.
Yeah. So the first one, of course, I mean, obviously we've been talking about the brine. Now the brine is of course, is something that you need to do. What I'm sorry. Say again.
You have to do it ahead of time.
Yes.
You have to boil it, infuse everything.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Just for everyone who doesn't know, I'll just run through it real quick. A gallon of vegetable stock. I once made it with chicken stock. Don't do that because you end up with a 20-pound chicken. It's not something you want. But you have to use whole peppercorns and whole allspice berries. I've had people say, well, I didn't have that, so I used regular pepper and regular allspice to ground up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was horrible. He said it tasted like crap. And this was my pastor. So, Yeah, thank you. So they asked me to make Christmas dinner for the entire church. I love to show off my cooking skills.
Oh, yeah.
Did that. People were coming up and saying, I hate turkey. I love your turkey. I will never do it another way. So the ingredients list is spot on. You have to do it. No substitutions.
Yeah,
but there are a plethora of other brine recipes out there. My brother has one. I've been meaning to try it, never have. Honey brine. Sounds interesting. So one day I'll give it a shot.
Hold on. So this is, I got to find it here. Give me just a second. Here we go. This is what he's talking about. Is this turkey recipe? This is in the 2020 folder. So this, if you download all of the recipes, I have them broken out by year. I've got 2020, 2021, 22, and then of course 23 today. So this is in the first folder, the 2020 folder. It's an image file, and it's an incredible brine for it. Now, I've modified it a couple of different times, tried a few different things, but generally speaking, I do follow this for the most part, mainly just because of the fact that my wife is not all that fond of allspice, so we kind of leave the allspice off.
Okay.
But otherwise, the brine with the
I'll throw in an entire head of garlic.
Okay.
Give it a quick fry. Throw it in the brine. Let that infuse in, and it's awesome.
Okay, so there's an alternate for you guys. Is the garlic in there? So that's cool. But anyway, we've kind of been following this pretty much for the last 4 years. And now I've been putting it in the brine for a minimum of 24 hours, maximum probably around 48, I think, for the most part. But this is, of course, after you thaw.
I've never gone over 24.
Yeah, so I mean, I've done 24 to 36. Let's put it that way.
It depends on where you live and how cool you can keep it. If you can keep it in a fridge, great.
Yeah.
If because I use a 5-gallon food grade bucket.
Right.
And I live in the Northwest, so it's nice and cold outside. So I got no issues with it just staying outside. But for people in California, Texas, Florida, you'd best be keeping it in the fridge somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely, I mean, well, a lot of my listeners are in Florida, and in the South. So yeah, you guys definitely need to clean out a part of your fridge and keep it in there. But 24 hours is, I would say, probably the minimum in order to get the flavors to really infuse. But I mean, I could be wrong, but I would say, 12
is the minimum.
12. Okay.
12 is the minimum.
12 is the minimum. All right. And so we're all set and ready to go. We've already got all the herbs. I'm ready to get it going because Thanksgiving is.
I've also thrown this on the smoker, and it is fantastic.
Yeah. So let's talk about that for a little bit. So you've smoked a turkey, and I understand you've fried a turkey before as well.
I've always wanted to deep fry a turkey because I've heard it's amazing, and I've seen all the videos of idiots doing it wrong. Alley-oop? No, you don't alley-oop it in. You lower it slowly. But I had no issues with it. But I like the drippings to make gravy. You deep fry it, no drippings. So I cut the wings off. I was going to roast them separately so I can get at least some kind of gravy going.
Mm-hmm.
So when I put the turkey in the pot, I kind of got turned around with the bird because the wings were gone.
Right.
So I ended up sticking the thermometer in the back instead of the breast. The back. So it got done real fast. I was surprised. It's hot oil. It cooks faster. Okay, whatever. Pull it out. Didn't realize where the thermometer was when I pulled it out because I pulled the thermometer out and then pulled the bird out.
Mm-hmm.
Go to start covering it up. Oh, hell, that's pink. crap. So we just threw it in the oven to finish it off. I mean, I could have probably thrown it back in the oil.
Right.
I didn't want to.
Ah, okay.
So it was pretty much cut up at that point, and I couldn't throw it back in.
Right. So
we cut the legs off. And it was just, you can't, I didn't want to re-fry it like that.
right.
So at some point, I will try it again.
Well, I
So
do
anybody
know.
else have mishaps?
Yeah. So, just so everybody is aware, safety concern, make sure that you dry the turkey off. You don't put a freshly thawed turkey that hasn't been, patted dry into hot peanut cooking oil or whatever oil that you're using, because that's the water mixes and causes it to boil over it. And then you'll end up potentially starting a fire. So safety note.
Other safety note, get your oil hotter than you want it, turn the flame off, put your turkey in, and then relight it. Because if it boils over, it'll catch fire and ruins everything.
Oh, yeah.
So just turn the flame off before and then relight it.
Okay. All right. Good hits. All right. So I've got a question here. From what part of the country are you all from? And of course, if you're from the South, that would have been y'all, not you all. But anyway, both of us are from the Northwest. And so that's pretty
Go
much.
Seahawks.
Oh, please don't even. Yeah, come on, not the sea
Go
chickens.
Cougars?
No. Well, okay. I mean, that's your neck of the woods. All right. But anyway, so yeah, so we've got listeners from all over. We've got Florida, we've got Northeast Pennsylvania, we've got some people from California that are born and raised apparently, and then so Murphy's Law is also from Washington now. So, yeah.
Well, I'm originally from Oregon, moved to California for a while, then now I'm here in Washington.
Well, Colorado, Oregon, Texas, back to here. There you go. That's close enough.
And one time we went to Canada together.
Yes, that's right. We did. We went to Canada together. No stories. We're done.
I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, we're just going to move on from there. All right. So, so another one from 4 years ago, is this pear pie. Now, I'm not much of a pear person, but I know some
Do you
people
like apple
are.
pie?
Huh?
Do you like apple pie?
Oh, no.
Do you like apple?
No.
That's un-American.
No,
Take the hat off.
Sorry, but no apple pie for me. Pumpkin, pecan, and sweet potato are all up there. Are all up there. So,
Did I shared my pecan pie cheesecake recipe last year, didn't I?
I think so. I can go and take a look and see if it's there. Let's see.
That was also a must make. It is awesome.
What was it you said? The
Pecan pie cheesecake.
Oh, yes, yes, you did, and I have it. Unfortunately, I didn't. It's not like in this really nice, clean cut thing. But let me see if I.
Yeah, these are from a church cookbook. For a year, I was in charge of the recipe section of the church newspaper.
Yeah, let me see.
And they renamed it
here.
Church Kitchen.
I may have to.
No, if everyone likes cheesecake, this is a must make.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to and you're stretching my abilities here. Hold on. I'm almost there. Just
And
give me just a second.
that pear pie recipe makes 2 pies. So just be warned.
Yeah. Okay.
You haven't figured out how to
Let's see which one this is.
pare it down
There it is.
to make 1 pie.
Okay, so this is also in the download. If you go and grab it, it's also in the download, but it's a text file because obviously we had to grab it, as Kirk just said, we had to grab it from a cookbook. So, but it, I'm a cheesecake purist. Not gonna lie, New York style, nothing on it.
Me
That's
too,
my
yeah.
favorite. But I do know
But
that
when I
this,
saw pecan pie cheesecake, my 2 favorite things, I had to give it a shot, and it's my favorite.
yeah.
But for me, for doing a cheesecake, I talked about it last time.
Yeah.
Is you have to cook it or you should cook it in a water bath. That because it's more of a custard than a cake.
Uh-huh.
So if anybody makes creme brulee, you make it in a water bath, and because that's a custard, and cheesecake is no different. But trying to get a solid cheesecake pan that big,
Uh-huh.
I haven't been able to find one, not locally. So I use a spring form pan because it's easier to get out of the pan, and use a turkey roasting bag and put the cheesecake in that, and put that in a bigger pan to strain it with water.
Right.
And that works out beautifully.
Yep. Okay. So a couple of questions here, or a couple of things. First of all, Bam, yes, there will be a show on Wednesday. Whoops, wrong one. This one. There is going to be a show on Wednesday. I'm not changing. It'll be Wednesday night, and then I'll be back to my, well, I don't know if I'll necessarily be back 100% to my regular programming, because I'm actually thinking, just to talk about Wednesday night, I'm actually thinking of opening up my phone line again, which I only do on special occasions these days. And listen, I'm probably going to ask for people's what they're thankful for, as far as that goes. So that's, you got
Whiskey.
that to look forward to. Well, yeah. yeah, definitely. The whiskey, whiskey is for sure, the thing that we have going on, but, oh, I keep pressing the wrong damn button. But anyway, yes, it will be, I will have my show Wednesday, standard time, same bat channel kind of thing, for everyone to join in on and watch and so on and so forth. I'll be back to my normal scheduling, my regularly scheduled programming. That's what I was looking for. So you had the pear pie, huh?
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. Now, this one here, this last one, and again, just going back to the first time that we were together. This one, I've wanted to make this. I really, really have, but I just haven't gotten to the point where we can do this, and that's the I got to get rid of this screen.
Oh yeah.
And let me go back to this screen. It's the savory potato chive souffle.
It's basically just fancy mashed potatoes, but
Yeah.
it is really good because it has cream cheese in it and chives. And if you like sour cream and chive potato chips, you'll love this.
Right.
And this is my oldest son's favorite dish that I make out of anything. And I only make this for Thanksgiving, and he looks forward to this one dish every year.
Right. I'm being attacked here, I think. I'm being told I got to take the hat off. I don't know why. I missed Bonnie. I missed it. What did I do that what did I do that got you
Because you don't
mad?
like apple pie.
I mean, oh, it must have been. Yes,
apple
that's
pie.
right. The apple pie thing. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Bite me. No, I'm just kidding. I love Bonnie. Bonnie is great. She turned me on to one of my second favorite or tied for first place, bourbon in this case, which is Four Roses. So, oh, now I'm going to be deported apparently because I don't like apple pie. Oh my gosh. Hey, do apple fritters
Sweet.
count? I love apple fritters. That's got to count for something,
apple fritters are
please. Anyway, where
With some
were
strong
we?
black coffee, yeah.
Yeah, where were we? You know what? I haven't even been hitting the train. Where's the train? Because the train horn. I got the train. We get
Oh my
derailed.
God, yeah.
We've been derailed. There we go. We've been derailed. I keep forgetting to hit that.
I missed that.
Jeez. Oh, buddy. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think you just tanked my show. Ye shall love thy apple pie. Oh my gosh. And then he said before that, ye shall be
That's
deported.
the 11th commandment.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, that's it. You're not allowed back.
And next you say you don't like ribs, right?
Oh,
my God.
no. I love ribs. Dude, I can't pass up ribs. Give me a
Oh.
break.
Okay. We need to do a summertime special at some point. Like in June. Memorial Day special, something like that.
Okay. We can probably do that.
We got some recipes we got to share with people.
Okay.
Brisket, ribs, easy peasy.
Well, I've
discovered.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, just as a teaser for this upcoming summer.
Okay.
Pork belly burnt ends, and steak burnt ends. I've fell in love with those.
Okay. Well,
It's melt in your mouth, just goodness.
All I'm going to say is, dude, you're going up against, I've got people from Texas, which they are,
Okay.
I've got
Don't
people
hate
from
me or
North
make fun of me,
Carolina.
but I have a trigger, all right?
I've got people from North Carolina. And I have, I think I have a listener or two from, like Louisiana. So you're going to be heading up against some serious barbecue experts.
Oh,
here.
no, I'm not heading up against anybody. I have a Traeger, which I've had people call an easy bake oven.
Uh-huh.
And I understand why,
Right.
but I don't have the patience or the time to sit there and babysit fire all night long. So I take the easy way out, I know, but it's still good. Can we just all agree that smoked meat is awesome?
Smoked meat is always awesome. Dude, I just...
Thank you. That's all we got to worry about, not how you do it.
I'm sorry. I mean, I used to travel a lot. I don't anymore, obviously, because I'm here. I'd love to do a year-long special of like whiskey on the road. I keep talking about that. That's like if I can get enough sponsorship and everything, people, spending the money and doing it, I would love to do that. But
Put me number 20.
Huh?
I'll give you $20.
Okay. Well, that's 20 more than I had yesterday. Anyway, so yeah, it's as far as that goes. I mean, I would love to do that. I think it would be awesome myself. But to do like a whiskey on the road thing. But getting back to the barbecue, I've had barbecue all over the place. Texas, Tennessee, Kentucky, so on and so forth. And it's, each area has its own specific kind of flavor and style. And, but I haven't had any, like, realistically, I haven't had any bad barbecue. I can just say that I like, mostly I like, ribs, but brisket I'm good with, and stuff like that. So that's cool too.
One thing I need to try is all the different regions.
Right.
Because I've just do the straight Texas where it's just salt, pepper, garlic on my brisket. And that's
Right.
it, nothing else. Yeah, that's perfect. But I sauce on my ribs. I've done an Alabama white sauce for my chicken. That is phenomenal. I love that.
Uh-huh.
But I have yet to try any of the Carolina stuff, like the mustard-based sauces. I've been wanting to try them, but I don't know which one is good. So if anybody has any suggestions, please forward them through Rick.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Okay. All right. Well,
Maybe we'll do our summertime special.
Yeah, we'll put it on the summertime special. We'll try and we'll get some offshoot video of the making of this thing. I think it would be kind of cool. And just real quick, I did happen to notice Murphy's Law. So Murphy's Law You live on the east side of Washington, and Murphy's Law lives over in that same general area. So anyway, just wanted to pass that along. So you two are probably, I don't know, fairly close. It depends on whether Murphy's wants to throw in where they're actually located. They're near Spokane. That's all I can tell you. So they're going to be in that area. But all right. So
you like Cougar Gold cheese?
What? Cougar goat?
Cougar Gold cheese.
Gold. Cougar Gold cheese. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if you were saying
the college has a culinary program. They do Ferdinand's.
Yep.
Ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And they make cheese. They have all kinds of cheese. Cougar Gold is the most famous around here, but they have a bunch of different other ones. I like their Viking Natural. But anyway.
Right.
Derailed.
Yeah, there goes another one. Here we go. Let's just do that one more time, just because of fun. All right.
Okay, what's the show about? Oh my God.
Yeah, well, this is one of those days where I take a break from, and I actually kind of look forward to specials like this, but I take a break from my normal, current events, political ranting, that kind of stuff. And I do a show like this, and occasionally when I can get some guests in and stuff like that, that's really fun too. So, because of course I like to stretch my horizons some. And you're a good guinea pig, because if I screw up here, it's not like you're going to disown me necessarily, except for, apparently most of my Rumble fans are like having heartburn over the fact that I'm not really too fond of apple pie, but whatever.
You're never living that one down.
I'm not. I am not going to live that one down. I mean, what's more American than apple pie? Well, obviously I'm not. So there you go. All right, so this is a drinking show, and somebody did mention that your eggnog was good, so I wanted to bring this little gem back up from what was it? 2021. So this one is in 2021's group, and if you download the recipes, this one shows up, and this is a bourbon pumpkin milk punch. It's a pumpkin twist on a Nolans classic cocktail that is perfect for Thanksgiving. So you can check this thing out, and it doesn't take a lot of prep to do. It's couple ice cubes, ounces, 3 fluid ounces of half and half, 2 fluid ounces of bourbon whiskey, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie flavored syrup, such as the Torani or Torini, however you want to pronounce that. A 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg in this. And you just basically put it in a cocktail shaker halfway with the ice cubes, add the half and half and the bourbon, the syrup, and the extract, and then shake well. So bruise that liquor if you want. And then, beat it into submission there. And then, of course, strain into a highball glass and garnish with the nutmeg. So that's how that's made. So anyone who's interested in bourbon and pumpkin, you can go and check that out. And again, this recipe is printed out or put into PDF in the 2021 file for all of the recipes. So there's that one. So that's great. And we included this, I think, in 2021, but we haven't really gone back to the drinking or to the drinks much in the last couple of years. But this one covered.
No.
Oh, there's a bunch. I mean, there's a bunch in here. And actually, the other or another thing that I think that's in there too, in that same folder, that same 2021 folder, is the glazed baked ham recipe that you pulled out. At least I think it was you. With regards to the fact that some people, maybe they're not into turkey. They can't put in the turkey.
Right.
And they just need something different. So you have the glazed baked ham recipe in there as well, which I think is cool. Oh, and here's one. This always kills me. For those who, and let me see if I can bring it up here. Let's see if I can bring it up here. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So this is something that we added in 2021, by the way, for a lot of people that don't know how to cook a turkey. This came from allrecipes.com, and it basically kind of tells you how to essentially cook a turkey, because I don't know how many times I've had people who have gone and tried to cook a turkey and they just don't know how to do it, like how much to put it in for, the heat time.
I had friends from Uruguay try to make their own Thanksgiving dinner. They had no idea how to cook a turkey, so they boiled it.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
They said it was horrible.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, boiled turkey.
Yeah, well, I've had several turkey dinners. With being in the service, I sometimes had to go over to, other service members' households. And one year I went over to this one place, and there was some question as to whether or not the turkey was actually cooked all the way through. Yeah, so it was fine. Nothing happened. I mean, we were good. But it's like, what do you do? Well, my general rule of thumb is, 15 to 20 minutes per pound at, 350 will get you where you need to go. And so this one here is talking about 325. But then I also think that your original recipe was talking about how you put it in for 500 for like the first half hour, and then you lower the temp to get
some color.
Yeah, to get the color on the top and get the skin kind of crispy and stuff like that.
And then you put the aluminum diaper on it.
The aluminum diaper.
To keep them burning.
Yes. Yeah, and actually I think I did that last year or 2 years ago. I think I did it that way. And it came out all right. I really want to try and I'd like to perfect my craft, let's say, to get to the point where that skin is like really nice and crispy on the outside. And I haven't quite gotten there yet.
Well, if you want to borrow a deep fryer, I got one.
Oh, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that crazy. Sorry. But anyway, so just to refer back to that download, this is how to cook a turkey. There's a PDF in there. And this is in the 2021 folder for that as well. So, yeah. Oops, wrong one. Let's go back to this. So, all right. So there's that. So let me ask you this, since, we're talking about turkey and stuff like that. Are you planning on doing turkey? And if so, what size are you looking to get if you haven't already gotten it?
Well, we're not going to be home this year.
Oh, that's right.
We're heading out to New Jersey.
Oh, you're heading out to Jersey, eh?
I'm going to make it's all on me this time, or not this time, but as usual. I'm going to make them my Thanksgiving dinner, and they're just going to lose their minds because they cook, but they don't do Thanksgiving dinners usually.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be a special treat for them.
Right.
So it's going to be very interesting.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Sorry, I'm going to cut your. I keep fighting with this thing, but I'm going to get it sooner or later. Shoot. You're going to disappear for a second. Here we go. You're going to come back. I promise. Yeah, we can still hear you. We just can't see you. There you go. Yeah, I'm watching what I can see into your system and trying to get it at a good balance. Which unfortunately it just does this, but anyway. All right. So you're cooking in someone else's kitchen. Isn't that a little dangerous because you won't know, how their what do you call it? Their appliances?
I think it's enough. Well, I'm not still gonna brine it. I'm just gonna roast it. So it shouldn't be that hard.
Right. Okay.
I might bring a thermometer.
Yeah.
Because I don't go by time, I go by temp.
Okay. Yeah, that
So-
makes sense. That makes sense. Going by temperature rather than time. And what temp are you looking for when you're in there? Just for the sake of argument.
Well, that's the problem. The legs, the dark meat is done at a different temperature than the white meat. So basically, I try to get the breast to 160,
Right.
and whatever the legs are, because they're going to be juicy no matter what.
Yeah.
So if the legs are a little overdone, not a big deal. It's not that much meat on the legs and the thigh. I mean, it's great for the leftover sandwiches.
Right.
But for the main course,
Yes.
everyone wants the breast anyway. So
What? Oh man, you've got to be kidding
in general,
me. Am I gonna get hit again? Is this gonna be another? I love the breast.
that's what I just said.
Oh! Everybody loves it. I thought you said nobody likes it. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh no. No one likes it when it's dried out.
Oh yes, that is true.
When you brine it, the salt in the brine
Right.
wants to create equilibrium inside the turkey. So it takes moisture and flavors in with it into the breast, makes it extra flavorful, makes it extra juicy.
Right.
So it's really hard to screw up the turkey.
Yeah. Well, the brining definitely helps. Oh. Just because I don't want to leave Facebook off. Tommy in Texas, she says, "Give me the legs every time." The lags. Give me the lags every time. She's probably going to shoot me for that one. I try to, okay, here, my turn. I tried an accent here not too long ago, and I must be like far removed because when I was down in Texas, I actually picked up the accent, but apparently I can't do it anymore. I can't do it properly anymore. So I tried it on. See, I'm already getting nailed here. Whiskey, no one says it like that ever. And I get a Yeah, I'm getting slammed here. But apparently, I can't do accents as well as what I used to in the past, and so at least I got a laugh out of Tommy. At least I got a laugh out of Tommy for that. But anyway, well, hey, who knew it was going to be a comedy show tonight? I mean, that's just the way that it works whenever Kirk and I get together. Okay, that's just the way it is.
Good times will ensue.
Yes, good times will, and many train whistles will happen as well. Just because that's just the way we roll. And of course, this is completely off the cuff, folks. This is not scripted. This is live TV as it happens. Don't be surprised if all of a sudden something else comes around and we start turning. Oh, geez. Not ever Joycey. Joycey. Yeah, okay. I'm trying. Oh. Oh, hey. You're sitting here. I know you're talking. Hold on. You're talking to your pets. I do, for those of you that are not used to this, I do a Pet of the Week segment on Wednesdays. And so there you go. There's your pet. Why don't you tell us about your pet there?
Oh, this is Ollie. He's a Labradoodle. He was the pet of a friend of my son's who was in the military. And last year, actually, it's been a full year we've had him. His friend was having his grandmother watch him, but she lives up in northern Idaho where it gets really, really deep snow. And he didn't want to leave him there anymore.
Right.
And so he asked us to watch him while he was going on a training
mission. Yeah.
And then 2 months in, he said, I realized that I can't have a dog because I'm never around.
Right.
So he asked us if we wanted to keep the dog. And my wife said, hell yeah. She loved him.
Of course.
Because he's good for her. He's like a therapy dog.
Right.
He gives great hugs. So
Okay.
he bought them for $3,000
Right.
and just gave them to us.
What the heck happened here?
So that was an easy yes.
Ah, okay. Now, that isn't your only dog, correct?
No, I got 2 Chihuahuas,
Right.
little yappers. Bella, I want to strangle. and Roxy is a cute one.
Yeah.
Yes, you've met those 2 dogs.
Yes, I have. I met both of them not too long ago. So,
A couple years, 2-3 years.
yeah, it was a couple years from the last time that I've been out
I made
there.
you a steak.
Yes, you did. It was very good steak too. Yeah, it was a very good dinner. And we could have used something like, let's see, could have used something like this as soon as I can get the freaking thing up here. Where is it?
A black hole?
No,
Wait.
no. No, I've been moving. See, I keep moving stuff around and I keep screwing up my pattern here, but could have used the cider bourbon thermos cocktail. This is another one of those that came out of, I know. Do you like that segue? That's a great segue. I'm trying. It's either that or I give you an accent. I think everybody would prefer my segues. But but anyway, cider bourbon thermos cocktail. This is a cocktail that will warm your soul no matter how chilly it is outside or how you take it. Just steep, stir, and pour it into your favorite thermos for a cozy sips to go with any fall adventure. Or even, hey, if you happen to live in some snowy country, you can sip on this while you're running around with your sleigh bells in the sleigh, if that's the case. But anyway, don't like it hot. It can be served chilled. Rim the glasses with cinnamon sugar and garnish with apple slices and cinnamon sticks. This is another drink that is in the file folder, whatever you want to call it. So
Have you ever made apple pie moonshine?
I have not. But that being said, I know there's at least one person who has followed me that has done it. Apple pie moonshine. I've had it before. Somebody made it once, and yeah, it's good. I mean, so, hey, okay, all right, I'm going to do a little redeeming here, okay? I actually enjoyed the apple pie moonshine, okay? I may not like apple pie, but I liked apple pie moonshine. Does that at least give me at least half a credit? I mean, come on, chatsters, tell me whether or not that gives me at least half a credit. Half a credit. Do I at least get half a credit for that? It's going to take them a second. It's like we're on a 7-second delay, so we'll see. We'll see if they respond to this. Give me a yes if that gives me a half a credit, or a no. Give me a Y or a yes and a no or an N if it doesn't, okay? If I'm still having to remove my hat, give up my citizenship, whatever it is, okay, because of that. Chatsters, you got to let me know. Anyway, okay. It's going to bother me. It just is.
I'm American. I really am. I swear to God.
Yeah, I am American. I mean, you should have been here for my Veterans Day special. Oh my gosh. I mean, seriously, can't get any more American than that. But I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for those chatsters to show up. It looks like nobody. They're thinking either that or maybe it's not going to go very well for me.
Tar and feathered.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, this crew really hard. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So are these recipes from past episodes, or are we doing current stuff right now?
Oh, this is still past. I mean, this is still past, but I can go to current.
Okay.
Do you need me to go to current? Do you want me to go to current?
No. I'm just.
Okay.
It's your show. I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, well, that's true. I'm apparently supposed to. All right. Question for you. They've kind of. Oh, Murphy's Law says any moonshine is a good deal. But here's a question for you. I would agree. Here's a question for you from Buddy. What are the captain's favorite sides on Thanksgiving?
Pretty simple. Potato chips souffle, stuffing. Stuffing I can take or leave, but I really do like stuffing. But I tried making my own, and it's like, nah, it's not that special. So I just go with stovetop. I really don't care, but I still like it.
Yeah, the stuffing.
My step grandmother would make stuffing with a 7-Up. It made it a little sweeter, but it was good. I liked it. My grandmother on my dad's side would make oyster stuffing. I hate oysters, but I never had that.
Oyster stuffing. There is a recipe, by the way, for oyster stuffing in one of these folders. I'm not a fan.
Oh yeah, I think I put one in there.
Yeah, but it's in there.
And homemade rolls. It has to be homemade rolls. I mean, I like store-bought, but for Thanksgiving, everything needs to be as homemade as possible, in my opinion. But that's just me.
Well, of course, and you're the guy. I mean, you're the. Oh boy. Okay. So
I'm a minor foodie. How's that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're much more of a foodie than I am. I'll tell you that. As far as that goes, so that's cool.
Okay, the traditional green bean casserole.
Right.
The day of, I'll eat it. It's not my favorite. Some people really love it. My aunt decided to put in some water chestnuts.
Right.
That gave it a different texture, which was nice. I've made it with the cheddar fried onions.
Uh-huh.
That made it even a little bit better. But the leftovers day after, it's spackle at that point. I don't enjoy it day after.
Ah. Yeah,
So
go ahead.
Oh, one more dish that my step-grandmother used to make was pretzel salad.
Right.
Base layer of pretzels, little pretzel sticks.
Uh-huh.
Crush those a little bit, not too much. Layer of whipped cream. And then Jell-O, strawberry Jell-O with Jell-O slices in it.
What?
It sounds ridiculous. It's the salty sweet combo. That's really good. Okay,
well,
so the salty pretzels with the.
I was good up until the point that you said there was sliced Jell-O inside of Jell-O.
No, sliced strawberries.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Sorry,
good.
I tend to mumble.
Well, yeah, that's
I
true.
must enunciate.
Yes, you must enunciate. Yeah, well, up until the point that you were talking about whipped cream, I got all off track. Anyway, so let's. All right. So let's move. So first of all, I apparently have now picked up a couple of forgiveness thanks to my liking apple pie. So according to Tommy out in Texas on Facebook, that she forgives me, and then of course Outlaw Dog says I'm redeemed. All right, so I'm back in everybody's good graces until something happens.
Good.
So I'm good to go. So let's move on because I'm noticing our time limit here. So let's move on to some of the dishes that you've added for this year for this. So let's take a look at this one. This is the creamy garlic mushrooms.
Like the most interesting one that I wanted to try is this one.
Okay,
I love
go
mushrooms.
for it.
I love garlic. And it sounds amazing.
All right. That it?
That's it. Yeah, I mean, I've given away all my best recipes, and I don't generally change up what I do.
Oh, okay.
For Thanksgiving, I'm a traditionalist. This
yes.
is what you get. You don't like it? There's a door.
Oh, see? All right.
Bring your own doggy bag.
So this one here is a creamy garlic mushrooms and bacon in a mouth-watering Parmesan cheese sauce as a side or a main. You also might be able to make this as like an hors d'oeuvre too. Come to think about it, you could supply like those little what are they? Damn it! Now I can't even toothpicks and have people spear the mushrooms out of them just for fun. Yeah, just don't give it to the drunk folks. But anyway, All right. So this is fairly quick according to the recipe here. It's like done in 15 minutes. And it's a way to enjoy sautéed mushrooms. I think I'm going to give this over to Mrs. Whiskey because she loves mushrooms. And I'm not talking about just the ones that you cook with. But moving on. Sorry.
Wait, what? What was that?
The shrooms, man. The shrooms.
Are we talking about medicinal mushrooms?
Yeah, medicinal. That's a good way to put it. But anyway, so this actually might be pretty cool.
Whatever.
Huh? Yeah, whatever. Whatever's right.
Because it's legal in Oregon, right?
Well, just about everything.
I actually
legal
looked it up.
Oregon.
Yeah. I looked it up what you got to go through to do mushrooms in Oregon. It costs $10,000.
What?
To go to one of the mushroom dispensaries.
Really?
And you have to stay there all day.
What the frick?
Like, yeah, that's not a good time.
10 grand?
I got a forest right over there.
10
I'll probably
grand?
die.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't think I'll ever do that, especially not in Oregon.
No, you got to know somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Do you remember Maureen Duncan?
Don't put any names out. What are you talking about? Yes, I do remember her.
Remember her what happened?
You and I'll have to talk afterward.
Well, her parents like to pick mushrooms and they picked the wrong ones.
Mm.
And it was a whole fiasco.
Right. Yep,
oh my God.
Yep, that's right. I remember that now. All right. So,
they weren't trying to get higher, and they're trying to pick regular mushrooms to eat.
Right, but they got the wrong ones.
Yeah. They almost died.
That's scary. All right, so then there's this here. Now, I've had German potato pancakes before, but I just have a question for you. Why did you pick this for adding? What was your thought process with this?
Crispy potato. That's all I needed. Okay. When you do a baked potato, do you prefer the skin to be soft or the skin to be a little crispy?
Oh, I like the crispy. I like it. Like a twice baked potato.
There you go.
Yeah, twice baked potato is my favorite.
Yeah. So, and I'm German. So there you go.
Well, so am I.
Steiner. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm about as white boy can be. I'm so European. I'd be, anyway, moving on. So German potato pancakes, these are pretty cool. I don't know if anybody really has had these before, but they're believe it or not, they're actually good, for, breakfast as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Cause I mean, hello, they're pancakes. Now I don't know if I'd put syrup on them, but anyway, these guys don't look like, I mean, they look like you can do it in about an hour. It's like 45 minutes. It looks like for these.
Yeah.
But I would do them more probably with Coco Dominky says over on Rumble says potato pancakes fill you up fast. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Fills you up quick. All right. So, just going to take a jump back because I have to do this. I talked to my wife, of course, Mrs. Whiskey, and, she keeps me in check, and, she does a very good job at it too. But anyway, I talked to her about this. We did this one, I think it was last year, the cranberry raspberry sauce. And I asked her if she was going to do it this year or if she was going to let us, gather the stuff. And she looked at me and I was shocked at this. She looked at me and said, well, you're the only one that eats it.
Yeah.
Which is weird because of the fact that I've never really been a cranberry person, per se, until I think I was in one of those frou-frou places in, I don't know, some place like Seattle or something, and they put it on like the turkey sandwich or whatever. And then I started liking cranberries with turkey. Well, this sauce throws in the raspberry twist, and I enjoyed it. We did it last year, and I was hoping that we were going to do it again this year, but I got shot down, overvoted.
I think I had a recipe for an orange cranberry sauce. It uses orange zest.
Right.
That one's pretty good. Yeah, like you, I'm not a huge fan of cranberry sauce. I never got into that. And I mean, how many people actually like cranberry sauce? I mean, it always just sits there on the plate and no one touches it, but everyone serves it.
Well, okay, so there is a difference. I will have to admit there is a complete difference doing something like this versus just, taking it out of the can and plopping it onto like a butter plate or butter dish or something like that. Yeah. I mean, there is a total difference. The one that
everyone knows.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody knows that, like, you cut the tin can off and just sort of like plopped it on the plate. I mean, that's just not
that's
right.
The part. Nobody ever mashes it up. They serve it in can form and then slice it.
Exactly. And it's sitting there and you just slice it up and it's like, what are you doing? Come on, at least make it somewhat look appetizing, not like you just,
Yeah.
Anyway, but this actually, she tried making it. She did make it, and I liked it. I was like, hey, let's do it. And I ended up being the only person eating it, apparently. So, which kind of sucks because it was good. I mean, it was really good, but we just got to be careful. Coco Demiki on Rumble says, I'll eat homemade over can shape. Pour the cranberry sauce leftovers over ice cream. Ooh, I never really thought about that.
That would be good.
Yeah, put it over vanilla ice cream, I guess.
Oh, okay. Next year, I'm sure I want to do this. I have a special one for the summer special that we might be doing.
Okay.
If you ever heard of a rum top, it's a German thing.
Rum top.
But you have to. It's for Christmas. But you have to start it in the spring because you get seasonal fruit, whatever comes in season.
Okay.
Equal parts by weight of fruit and sugar. Then you cover it with 100 proof rum.
Ooh.
And you keep adding the fruit and more rum all season long. Let that sit until Christmas, and put it over ice cream, put it over pancake. It is phenomenal. It is magnificent.
Yeah, but hopefully you take everybody's. I'm hoping you take everybody's keys before you hand it over to them. Right?
Yeah, because it sits for 6 months, and it's just you can't get enough of it.
So here's a suggestion by Naras. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Saying pour the turkey gravy over the tater pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh
my God, that sounds amazing.
That does. That sounds amazing. Great idea.
I'm imagining my gravy on those pancakes. You can't go wrong.
Oh boy. Yeah.
How's that for breakfast with some German sausage for breakfast? Yeah.
There you go. That's some awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. All right. So we have
American breakfast, all German. What?
German. Hey, there's nothing wrong with German breakfast. There's nothing wrong with Germans, per se.
Yeah, some.
Yeah. Well, then again, there's not a lot wrong with most people. Some. Okay, moving on. So we have these cheesy roasted green beans. Now, this is I have a question. Does that look like, well, okay, so this one looks like it might have green beans in it, but there was one that you sent me, or one that was sent over. Oh, I know where it is. I'll pull it up in just a minute. But this is I would guess is different than the green bean casserole that everybody does with like the crumbled fried onions on top.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
This is just beans and cheese.
Beans and cheese. Okay.
And probably garlic, I'm not sure.
Looks like it. It looks like they're roasting the green beans in olive oil, garlic, and Parmesan. and then baking until the cheese is melted and bubbling.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
It does. It does sound really good. And it's an alternative.
If you don't like the green bean casserole.
Right.
Yeah, you need some kind of vegetable, right?
Really? Do you?
You know, this are... Okay, you should. You know, according to the pyramid, okay, you need some kind of leafy green something. I don't mean a shamrock cake. Okay.
I worked with a guy who I looked at him one day. I saw what he was eating at lunch, and I looked at him and I was like, "Where's your vegetables?" He goes, "I don't eat anything green."
Now, occasionally, I as I'm getting older, I try and eat a little better, not much. So I'll get some Lighthouse blue cheese dressing and some carrot sticks. I'll just dip on that.
You are only as old as you feel. Anyway.
Well, I feel old. I think I'm younger. There's a difference.
Oh, hey, Coco Dominky, just because I happen to, she's been chatty a little bit tonight, which is perfect. I like green beans with bacon and Parmesan cheese. That sounds good.
Yeah. Cool. Have you ever heard of steak bacon?
Steak
It's
bacon?
just extra thick bacon.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We have a couple stores here that sell it's like at least a 1/4 inch thick. It's 4 slices per pound. And it's $6 a pound. So I bought 3 pounds. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I made BLTs out of that. It was fantastic. I also did candied bacon with those. That was good too.
Right. Okay. Hang on just a second because just got hit with this. I don't have the link. Give me just a second here. Somebody said they don't have the link. So here, I'm going to go ahead and post it in the chat, folks. So here we go. So this is the link, the download link for where you can get all of these recipes. I've got them all printed out. I've put them in a folder for you. It is separated by year in terms of which year we actually presented them. There you go. So there's the link. It is a download. It goes to a zip file, and then I've got PDFs and JPEGs of all of it in there. So you can grab the entire thing, all 4 years worth at once. And it will stay up for quite some time because in fact, I think I had last year's up there and just left them. So anyway. All right. So one last drink here as we get ready to round out the show. We have the apple pie shot. Now this is, this recipe is also in it as well. You know, I like to be able to, give the people that I have now this year, we're not going to have anybody over really, but, other than family, but I like to give my, the people that come here like a special experience, especially when it comes to drinks. So yeah, this is the apple pie shot. And this is made with vodka, apple cider, whipped cream, and cinnamon. And it's supposed to taste just like Mom's apple pie. I'm not an apple pie connoisseur, but I can tell you that it does taste like what I would expect apple pie to be a part. I'm probably going to get disowned here in just a second.
That's weird. That's an odd statement, man.
Yeah, well, you know. Hey, I love apple fritters. I mean, I'll eat apple fritters all day long. I'm just not an apple pie kind of guy. That's all. Okay, I mean, I like cinnamon.
There was a specialty donut shop around here,
mm-hmm.
and they did different kinds of fritters. They did blueberry and cherry.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it was good. You know, it was candied blueberries and cherries.
Oh, I think I need to come back. I think I need to come back your way.
They're closed now. They went out of business.
Oh, God dang it. Why did you even say something? I'm sitting here mouth watering right now. I'm like,
Hey, you brought up fritters, so it triggered a memory.
I did. I brought up fritters. You know, the one, okay, so this is going to be a blast from the past. All right. The one donut that I have not been able to find. All right, just requisite. Here we go. All right, the one donut that I have not been able to find that I absolutely love, okay, is the buttermilk bar, the buttermilk bar. I used to get them all the time at Winchell's when Winchell's was close to, you remember,
Okay.
you remember it where the Winchell's was off of Cornell and Murray.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I love the buttermilk bars. Nobody makes them anymore. I don't understand why. And I'm being asked,
Okay.
what about baked apples?
I've had a baked apple. Meh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try this. I guess. Oh, and Mark, I gotta pull this up. Mark showed up over on Facebook. He says, I'm here. So that's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not much of an apple guy. I really am not. It's just, I know, apple pie. I'm anti-American.
For everybody.
Deport my ass. Guys are looking. They're gonna revoke my USA card. I'm not really much into baseball either. Does that count? Oh my God, here we go. I'm gone. I'm gone. That's it. Nobody's gonna watch me anymore. They're gonna be like, you're no longer a USA guy. You're done. You're out of here.
Or baseball. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I know. You don't like apple pie. You don't like baseball. But let me tell you that the colors flapping in the breeze, it catches my breath every single time. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Okay, so
anyway,
one more thing that we like that we can't find anymore. When I was living in California, there was a place that made ham and cheese croissants.
Okay.
Not a sandwich. You take the dough, you put the ham and cheese in the dough, seal it up, and then bake that. And that is just the best thing. I love those things. And nobody around here makes them. There's a small little French bakery. They make their own croissants. And I went and asked them, can you do this? Can you make what I want?
Yeah.
No. We'll make you a sandwich. Fight me.
Apparently, I'm now being criticized because I also live in Washington, the apple capital of the world, or the apple capital of the U.S. Yeah, okay, so Granny Smith, I'm sorry, I'm just not an apple person. Damn. Shoot.
Okay, how about apple? You like apple juice, apple cider?
I'll drink, well, now, okay, I will drink apple cider. I definitely will drink apple cider. So I like some apple things. I'm just not really into apples themselves.
Okay. Growing up, my grandpa had a farm. He had some apple trees.
Right.
He had his own press. And every fall, we'd all gather the apples. And, all the kids would take turns running the crank, dropping apples in, crushing them, put them in the press, and squeeze down on it, and the apple juice flows out. And then you got to fight off all the damn bees. But that just adds protein.
See, I actually think that's my problem, because when I was younger, before you knew me, we lived in a house that had a huge apple tree in our backyard. And one of my jobs as a youngster was to clean up all of the fallen apples such that the bees wouldn't get attracted by them. Try and clean them up, put them in the garbage can, seal them off so that we didn't get a lot of yellow jackets. Well, unfortunately, being a young child and not being fully cognizant of time, it was often that I ended up only doing it once a week when I probably should have done it every day. Well, there were a couple times that I got stung by those bastards. And so, in fact, we had one where I had put all the apples into a paper bag, and they had built a nest inside the damn things. So that's probably where my hatred of apples may have come from. Okay, so there is some understanding of that. I do know that's where my hatred of wasps came from, because I don't freaking like those things. I see them and I kill them as soon as I can.
Who likes wasps?
Yeah, well, That's the one thing I've told a bunch of people. It's like, look, if I go up to the pearly gates, I go up to St. Peter, I get the opportunity to say, to ask one question. The number one question in my mind is going to be, God, why in the hell did you make wasps? It's just, I mean, that it sounds like it would be one of those stupid things that somebody would say, but you're damn right. That's going to be probably my number one question. I want to know what the hell, why? Why?
Mosquitoes, fleas. All the pests.
Yeah, but wasps. Wasps are going to be on the... Yeah, exactly. What's the purpose of wasps? That's... Coco, hey, Coco, we're right here. Coco, we're right here, okay? It's like, what's the purpose of wasps? People say they're pollinators. They say they eat, like, the rotten meat and stuff like that, but... Yeah, I'm sorry.
Great.
I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I cannot do wasps. I just can't. They just...
Now, I can understand cockroaches. They eat all the garbage.
On what?
Right? Cockroaches.
Cockroaches, yes.
Another disgusting insect.
Yeah, well, I mean...
They have a purpose.
Yeah.
Fleas? There's no purpose for a flea. Or a mosquito.
Yeah. Well, Buddy says that wasps eat flies and spiders. I'm okay with spiders, okay? Believe it or not, I'm actually okay with spiders. I'm cool with them. But, like the European paper wasp or the white with a bald-faced hornet like what we have here, no. Nope, sorry. I don't like them. Nope. I see a nest, I'm killing it.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah, I'm killing it. I'm done. But anyway... All right, well, cool. So we went through some of our things. Hey, look, do me okay. Before I let my special guest go, Murphy. Murphy Slaw says, roaches will survive after a nuke and heroin addicts. I don't know where the heroin addict came in, but whatever. All right, before I let him go,
and redneck.
Yeah, heroin addict. Before I let him go, which actually that's what Oregon is really struggling with right now. No, sorry. But do me a favor, guys. If you grab that link, download all of these recipes. I've got there's just a ton of them. I mean, we're talking about 4 years worth of recipes, and we went hog wild on several of these. And so do me a favor and head on that. I'm going to say, Mark's asking, are you going to be back for Christmas time? Are we going to do our gift show? Are you up for that?
I think we should.
Okay.
I think we should, because I was ready for this one, because there's this kind of thing. Okay. See this?
Yeah. Oh, the dragon.
The dragon.
Okay. Dragon. Yep.
Okay. See how it's flexible?
Okay.
Okay. 3D printed.
Ooh. Okay.
So
all right. Well,
that's what
then
we look forward to. This kind of thing.
We will do that in December. Then it'll be like the first couple of weeks in December or something. Huh?
Yeah, it should be earlier.
Yes, we'll try and do it
earlier in the month.
That's right. That's right. We will do that. So I will bring you back for that, guys, folks. Listen for that. I will be announcing the dates on that. We'll have to figure that out. You and I will talk afterward. Don't go away, but I am going to say goodbye for you for right now while I end the show. So, of course, as I brought you in, I'm going to send you out. Hopefully, wait a minute. I got to set this up because I messed up. Hang on. Where is it? Okay. Oh, it's going to kill me. All right. So I'm going to say goodnight. Yeah, I have it set up in a certain way, and it's not going to work if I do go do it now. So. Anyway, I was going to beam you out, but it didn't work. But anyway, I will. That's live radio. What am I talking about? Live TV. There you go. And of course, when you're a one-man show, it's like anyway. Oh, hey, Mark said that he accidentally found my channel from the Christmas show with you. So there you go. You've got a fan. Yes, you have a fan. All right. We'll do the Christmas show. We'll do the Christmas show just like we always do. And then of course, the Captain Unicorn Santa Claus will come out for sure. Anyway, so I'm going to let you go. You and I don't go anywhere because obviously we'll talk after the show. But anyway, we will go ahead and do that. And all right. So for the rest of you, please do me a favor. If you like the broadcast, and just remember, this is not my usual thing, but if you like the broadcast, go and check out my other videos. And if you like the broadcast, please head on over to Rumble, rumble.com, find the Whiskey Musings Broadcast channel and sign up for that. We will see you on Wednesday. We will see you on Wednesday for the Whiskey Musings Broadcast, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Whiskey Musings Broadcast channel. Good night, everybody.
The Whiskey Musings Broadcast is produced by Active Eye Media, LLC. All rights reserved.